Our slogan this year was "Attitude is everything." We thought that really said it all as far as what we needed to do. Uh, a lot of people weren't predicting that we were going to do very well, including the Bergen Record, and we thought if we could have a great attitude in senior leadership, that we could really surprise people, and we did, based on the great attitude that the players did have, particularly the seniors.
Elmwood Park was the first game of the season. Unfortunately for us, Al Diet wasn't there, so the rest of the coaches really had to circle the wagons. I thought we did a great job. We didn't miss you, Al. It was nice and quiet. There was no tension, no pressure. The kids say, Coach, can we do this all the time? I said, what, without Diet or win? They said, well, how about both? I said, you know what, we're going to work on it.
I think we lucked out in the sense that we played one of our weaker opponents at the first game of the year and really went out there and took it to them. Our star tailback from last season, Anthony Muller, was injured for the first game, so we had to use a few new guys, Brett Biggs and especially Mike Williamson really went out there and stepped it up, and he became a key component of our team this season.
The Waldwick game was our wake-up call. It was a real soul-searching game for us. We had to decide what we wanted to do, what kind of a team we were going to be, and who we were. I believe that we beat Saddlebrook and played as well as we did against Patterson Catholic because of the Waldwick game. Thanks, Waldwick.
We never really had trouble with them in the past, and we came in kind of expecting just to roll over them. We didn't have Coach Diet with us, and we battled with them for most of the game, but
Kids fought hard, and we went up with about a minute left, and then Waldwick marched down the field and scored on us, ended up winning the game. It was definitely a hard one to swallow, like I said, and not having Coach Diet there definitely made a big difference. And I think we, as coaches, I think we sort of let him down.
they got behind us at the last second, and that's that. Maybe it helped us in the long run.
I was actually home, and several people in the stands were on cell phones to let me know what was going on. And it's the most agonizing thing of my life because we went ahead with, I think, about a minute and 20 seconds to go, and then it was like an eternity. And then finally, I received a call saying we had lost in the last second or so. So that was really an agonizing experience because I thought we had it. We were down the whole game, and then we rallied back and then lost in the end. So, but the players bounced back the next game. I thought the next game was probably one of the most important games of the season, the Manchester game, because we won 27-0, played one of our best games of the year. We were pretty error-free, and Mike Trentham had probably one of his best games of the year and showed that he was going to be a great quarterback the rest of the year.
During the season, I had a problem with my hamstring we couldn't exactly find out why I kept on cramping up. And we finally found out that I had to keep moving throughout the whole game. And the players, bust my chops that, I might keep on getting a Charlie horse and this and that. But on top of that, every Saturday I have to not only play the game but bike 50 miles. So I think I'm in the best shape of anybody.
The Manchester game was really the turning point of our season. It was just 3 days after our loss to Warwick, and we got Coach Diet back on the sideline, which was a real boost to our team. It was personally my best game of the season. I thought it was important for me to go out there and lead the team and turn things around.
As always, I'm really proud of my coaching staff. They did a really great job. It was particularly difficult this year because we lost 3 coaches to Riverdale. We wish them well because good coaches move on to other jobs. Jeff Kresh was our defensive coordinator as usual, and he did a tremendous job, outstanding job that he does on defense. Mike O'Hagan moved up from being a volunteer to a full-time coach and really helped us tremendously. Did the great job that he always does, particularly being on the phones during the game. Jimmy Kurz moved up as our offensive coordinator and did an outstanding job. Our offense really clicked this year as a result of his efforts. Mike Line continued as our offensive defensive line coach, took over as the offensive line coach, and did a great job. Our offensive line did a great job this year as a result of his efforts, and everyone said Mike really took a line and really developed it and showed his abilities. Rich Rosen continued as a volunteer. He brings NFL techniques to our offensive defensive line and did an outstanding job as usual. And he's also a great motivator, and we appreciate that part of his, coaching abilities. Our 2 new coaches this year were Doug Tenger and Ken Kavanaugh, and they did an outstanding job. Doug Tenger helped coach the offensive defensive line and the freshman team and did an outstanding job, and we appreciate his efforts. Ken Kavanaugh came on as the head freshman coach and a special teams coach and the secondary coach, and he really filled in a big gap and did an outstanding job and had a great relationship with the players and was an outstanding coach. One other guy that did a great job for us with the statistics, spends hours in working on them and really puts a great effort forward, Michael Gordon. I really appreciate his work over the last 2 years, and we're going to miss him as a statistician a great deal.
came in against Garfield, and that was my birthday, so kind of up for the game. They came in, they drove right down on us on the first drive, but we came back and we took it to them in that game.
Swearing right into the microphone. Sorry. No, that's all right. I don't care. Mr. Burke's gonna have to edit it now.
What, you can hear? Is he talking?
No, but he's like smiling at me and like. Hold the ball. No, you didn't.
To the 4-yard line.
Did he say I had it? He was like, the ball was like all the way out here.
Carrying it like a loaf of bread.
Liar.
That ball was just hanging out there. He always
It's a pass.
carries the ball like that.
I think Dane's gonna score a touchdown.
There it is.
I'm smart, aren't I?
Mike Trentham is getting better and better every game, so he had a heck of a game today. He had a lot of yardage on the ground and through the air. So, and Dane Osborne had the 6 receptions, and I think he did a great job too, and catching the ball when we needed it.
It was a big game, big win today. We came out a little flat at the beginning and let Garfield go right down the field on that first drive, but then we pulled it together. We scored 39 unanswered until that last touchdown at the end. Our line did a great job today blocking. We had our way both passing and running the ball. I was really proud of them. The coaches got them ready. We did a great job. We look forward to next week, try to pick up another win and get into the playoffs.
Steve Hudson, number 52, D and O line, Central School.
Jordan Diodato, number 1, outside linebacker,
coming from Bird School.
Peter Shadarius, number 53, offensive tackle, defensive tackle, comes from Central School.
Steve Barth, number 24, wide receiver, cornerback, Bird School.
Kevin Decker, number 23, cornerback, the Coleman School.
Matan Cohen, number 2, kicker, Coleman School.
Justin Bronner, number 71, defensive tackle, Bird School.
Jeff Berland, number 42, wide receiver, Coleman School.
Dane Osborne, number 9, wide receiver, linebacker, Central School.
Alonzo Escalante, number 65, offensive center and defensive tackle, Clary Coleman School.
Mike Trenum, number 4, quarterback and free safety, Central School.
Ed Gangler, 21, defensive end, linebacker, receiver, St. Catharines.
Midland Park had a couple of good players, the Torreys brothers. We were worried about the game. They had just beaten Pascack Hills, which was a big upset, but we came out and beat them 20-8, and we were really pleased with our performance. And I thought we played very well, and Midland Park turned out to be a much better team than people thought. The next game is Saddlebrook, but let's save that game till last.
We love playing Patterson Catholic. It brings the best out in us. And no matter if we give it up 75 pounds per man, you know something, they cannot judge the heart of a Glen Rock player. That was a great game. I enjoyed that game. I'd rather lose that game than win a game 75-0. That game there really brought the best out in us, and we know that we could play with anybody.
You got it? They move 24 over on him now? All right, good. Or a slant. I like the slant. I don't want to go too deep too early. I want to set it up, you know? Eight down the middle, Mike, 8 down the middle.
It started with a tribe who discovered the vibe. They move to the rhythm just the way they like. You hear the treble, you hear the bass. Right, yeah, it's on the case. Feel the fire, feel the flame. Do your thing now, don't be ashamed. I have to go now, no offense. I hooked you up into the tribal dance. You got to move it.
We played really well in the first half. It was 0-0. Patterson Catholic had won like 20 straight games coming in. They had a huge line. They had some great players. Kit Palmer is one of the most highly recruited players in the country. And second half, they scored, but we scored also. There were a lot of big plays both ways. We fought really hard. I thought the players played their best game of the year.
Good game.
started with a tribe who discovered the vibe. They move to the rhythm just the way they like. You hear the treble, you hear the bass. The RIY, yeah, it's on the case. Feel the fire, feel the flame. Do your thing now, don't be ashamed. You have to go now, no offense. I'll put you up into the tribal dance. We're all get out here.
You've got to move it, feel the temperature into the rhythm. Let the fire burn, so get into it, get into the trance. This is the rhythm of the trance.
My best friend Pete Sedaris came up with my favorite play of the season when we were on the goal line and he come up with the touchdown. His finesse was unbelievable, and I can't believe he got in the end zone. He says he made his block, but I don't know how he could by scoring a touchdown.
Tribal dance, tribal dance.
That's a clip. That's a clip. Let the fire burn, so get into it. Get into the trance. This is the rhythm of the tribal. That's the tribal
Patterson Catholic, what can I say? They're a class of the county. They're a class organization. We're not going to play a better team than that the rest of the year. And I'm very proud of the kids, the way we hung in there. We didn't give up. We came and we fought and we fought and we fought. And I'll tell you right now, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay.
They played one of the best teams in Bergen County, maybe the best team in Bergen County. 2 of the top 100 recruits in the nation. We hung in there with them. We were even with them at halftime. I'm so proud of these kids for this kind of effort. This tells you what kind of team we have here. We're heading into the playoffs.
You know, we got to move on. Big game versus Hawthorne next week, and you know, it's going to come down to one game. We knew that in the beginning of the season, and here it is. So big week of practice, and then big game next week.
I just want to say a little bit about the JV and the freshman teams. We feel it's very important as coaches that we have 3 levels, freshman, JV, and varsity. Now, JV did very well this year. They had a really good season. They won 6 games and lost 2, and we were really happy about that. The freshman team did really well, and they played hard in every game, and we were really happy with their performance this season.
I've had the privilege to both play for and coach with Coach Kresh, and it's been a great ride the last couple of years. As a player, I remember how intense he was, and I just see that even more so now that I'm coaching with him. He's intense. He's inspiring, and I remember this year when we went through camp, and he was still at Giants camp, and the first day he came back, we were on our way to a scrimmage. And he spoke about how in a couple of months he was going to have to play against his son and how difficult that was going to be. And then ultimately when the day came, I could see how tough it was for him all week. And then when the day came that we played against Will, it was I couldn't even imagine being in his shoes.
Every dad wants to coach his kid. Not every dad wants to coach against his kid. And that day finally came. But I got to tell you, my son is family, but the Glen Rock football team is also family. So I guess I felt a little bit like the Civil War soldiers going against brother and dad against dad. It was a real tough game for me emotionally, but the best Kresh did win. I know he doesn't want to hear that, but too bad, Will. I told Will before the game and with all his players, come and kick my butt, because guess what? We're going to bring it, and we're going to try to kick your butt. My son has a special kinship to the Glen Rock players and the Glen Rock coaching staff. And he was very proud and very happy to be a part of that, and it was a special game for him too, even though they didn't come out on top.
Right from the top, we went up against them. First play of the game, scored a touchdown with Anthony Muller. And from that point on, we were just all fired up, and that really set the tone for the entire game.
Some people ask me, how was the household? And my wife, she used some language that I can't really repeat here, but had something to do. If you win, And I just, okay, back off, just shut up, Jeff. Go live in O'Hagan's house for the week.
Jeff handled it in a very classy manner, and you know, he told me that he and his son discussed it and said, "Hey, may the best man win," and that's the approach they took. And Jeff knows every player from Hawthorne. His son grew up with all those kids. They've been playing since the 3rd grade, so it's a very difficult situation for him to be in. But as I say, he handled it in such a classy manner that I thought he showed his professionalism to the greatest extent ever.
Hi, I'm Alexia Schwartz, senior co-captain from Central School.
Avocado, senior cheerleader, Coleman School.
Jill Johnson, senior co-captain, Central School.
Elise McGarity, senior cheerleader, Coleman School.
Deborah Barber, senior co-captain, Central School.
Carrie Toskovich, senior co-captain, Central School.
Lodi was the last regular season game of the year. It's hard to get up for a game like that because it wasn't going to affect our playoff scenario. It was a hard-fought game. They turned out to be a playoff team, and we were happy to get out of there with a win.
And it was blocked by number 24.
The Butler game, you know, even though they went ahead 21-0, we rallied back to 21-14. It could have been a blowout, but our kids fought hard, and I think it was typical of this team that they came back to 21-14. And, you know, we never gave up. We fought all the way to the end.
In the end, our team got killed. I don't know who did it, but I think the Butler did it.
the Butler game was an example of their having, exemplified the saying, attitude is everything. Because they had that great attitude right to the end, and they fought all the way to the end, and they never gave up. And several of our seniors who were hurt stayed in the game and refused to come out. And I thought that really showed me a lot. Saddlebrook game was, the biggest game of the year because it's such a tremendous rivalry, and the playoffs are on the line. Whoever won that game was going to get in the playoffs probably, and they really had a lot more returning players coming back than we did. And
there's so much tradition behind that game. No one had to get us up for it. We had a great week in practice. We came out pumped up, and it was a lot of fun.
That's when you know you're alive, right, Eddie Gangler? It was a tremendous game. It was the game that we wanted to bring to the table. The magic is still there. We proved it, and that was one confidence builder that we were looking for. We knew that if we can play that well against Saddlebrook, who's a good team, we could play good against anybody. That's the type of team we wanted to be.
Beat that Brook! 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 Beat that Brook!
We gotta win it up front. The front five on both sides of the ball. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Every single play. Seniors, last time you got a shot at him. You understand? Season starts today!
We're not ready for this game, and never been ready for a game. This is Saddlebrook, goddammit. It's the biggest game of the year. It's our Super Bowl. Do you understand what I'm saying? Get your ass up. Go out and hit these goddamn people. Get fired up and let's play with a lot of
Oh,
spirit.
It's time, fellas. It's time. It's time.
Radio's here, TV's here. I mean, this is a big, big game. Okay, this is really the game of the year right now. Okay? This is the game we have to win to go to the playoffs. Everything's on the line.
Today we go! Don't give up, don't quit. You get knocked on your butt, get up, get ready for the other play. Every play, every play, every play today.
The overtime rule is you get the ball in the 25, and you have to get a first down or score. And then you can go for two or you can try to PAT. But in the third overtime, you have to go for two. That's the rule. Now, we won the toss, so we chose to go on defense first because then you get the ball last. Otherwise, you could be in a bind. They ran a quarterback draw on 3rd down and 8, and they went down to like the 3, and then they threw a pass in for the touchdown. Then they went for 2 points and they made it. So that made it 8-0, which means we have to now score 8 points. And then Mike Trentham on 2nd and 9 ran 24 yards down to the one. It looked like he scored, but they didn't give him the touchdown. And then he ran a quarterback sneak to go in. We ran the high trade to Dane Osborne for a 2-point play, making it 8-8. On that play, Dane made a great catch, but he got hit very hard, and he was injured. We were really worried that he couldn't play. We took him out of the game. Matt Kessler looked at him, and then he came back, to make some other great plays in the third overtime. In the second overtime, neither team scored, so now the tension really mounted. We knew we were going to the third overtime, and that would be it. If, neither team scored, it would be declared a tie. In the third overtime, Salabuk got the ball first. They scored, and then they went for 2, and they didn't make it. So now we had to score and go for 2.
Blake had spoken to Coach D, and he told him that he had been being his man all game and that he knew if given the opportunity, he'd be able to make a big play. So we actually called a play that we had never really practiced before out of the formation we ran it from. We kept both backs in for maximum protection, and I saw Blake go right past this guy about 5 yards down the field, and I was just hoping that I could get it to him.
He beat the guy just like he said he could, and we scored, and that was great because he got behind a guy by like 5 yards.
I was kind of hit as I threw him, so I couldn't see if he actually caught the ball, but I could tell by the reaction from the crowd that he made the catch and scored the touchdown. Now we scored the touchdown, and we're forced to go for 2 to try and get the win. There was no way that we were going to just end up with a tie after battling for 3.5 hours, however long it was.
We ran the same play the other way. The ball was supposed to go to Dane Osborne again, but they had it covered. And Mike Trentham rolled out and hit Jeff Berlin coming from the outside in, which he does in that play. Jeff got hit the hardest I've ever seen anybody get hit. How he held onto the ball, I don't know, but he did. And then we knew we had it, and we got the 2-point play, and we won the game. It was really exciting. Fans ran on the field. We ran on the field. It was really, one of the most spectacular moments I've had as a head coach.
It's supposed to be the game of the week, and if you were here, it was the game of the week. I'm very proud of our boys. They did a great job. They were resilient. They were tough. They played hurt. They stepped up, and I'm very, very proud of them.
I told him this was the whole season. I mean, we had to win this game or we probably weren't going to the playoffs. Now we got a very good shot to go to the playoffs, and we've arrived. This team has arrived, and that's just great for them. I'm so happy for them. So happy for the seniors, and they sucked it up when they had to. I told them in the overtime, I said, look, they're more tired than you. You just got to suck it up and beat them. And I felt they could beat them even after they scored the 6 points. I knew we could score, and I knew we could get 2. I just had faith in these kids. Glenmark kids always come through and the money's on the line, and I'm just so proud of them. It's such a great experience.
That was one of the most thrilling moments of my life. Every time I watch that play in the film, I still get the chills. I remember just like it was yesterday.
That was the best game I think we've played in, the best game I've ever played in, and probably will be for the rest of my life. During that day, the game questioned a lot about ourselves, and we answered very well. The emotions during that game were unbelievable. People were working through pain, the crowd going wild. The game was unbelievable. Words can't mention how the players felt after that game. It was something I'll never forget. And when I see that field, every time I pass by it, I think of that game, and I'm really proud of the players and what we accomplished.
I just want to say something about this senior class. These guys are great to work with. The old saying is judging a person's size and strength of their character. Well, this season showed the epitome of that. When you look at these boys, we weren't the biggest, we weren't the strongest, but boy, they put it on the line. And you could always depend on them. They were very reliable. They did what it took. And I'm going to miss the heck out of them. I wish they were all back, and they're a lot of fun to work with. They're going to be the leaders in the future. You watch these guys. I guarantee it.
Attitude is everything, or so Coach Dia teaches. These Panthers showed us this is true, not just the fluff of speeches. To know you can and make it happen takes great strength within. To strive beyond your limits, work, and sacrifice to win. Each has striven in his way to bring his dream alive. These men we will remember as the great class of '05. Nothing else will substitute for calling them by name, giving each the moment that he's earned of Panther fame. Escalante, Gangler, Trenum, Bronner, Cohen, and Hudson, Barth, Sidarius, Osborne, Decker, and Berland. Including every senior is important, that's my motto. Believe me, it's not easy. You try rhyming, Diodato. We Panther fans all thank you for the thrills that will be treasured. 3 overtimes with Saddlebrook. Too much pleasure to be measured. Thank you one and all. Now go and make us proud out there. Show the world what attitude produces, if you dare. Take with you Diet's words and keep them always on your mind. Attitude is everything. No truer words that you will find. Remember, it all began with attitude, with swagger, and with poise. The confidence that hard work wrought, It fashioned men from boys. Only those who risk great failure ever can achieve the greatest goal you can attain, to be what you believe.
Our slogan this year was